Hi, what's up guys? So this time is the Crystal Warrior. For season 4, we use this build. Like the top one is pure tank, bottom one is DPS tank, but now from what I know, people use this build for the DPS tank or even pure tank. Last time we used this skill to hold aggro, but now you need to use your rotation to hold aggro because this skill have a cooldown, and with this blessing it increase your precision. So let me get the equipment out first. More mastery will be better. Oh yeah, this one. More mastery, your damage will increase, and your precision now is like what, 86. So when you use this with this blessing, your precision become 98, so you have no problem holding to aggro by DPSing. And so this is the build. I use it, I find like just that all these grave have to wait until NA version has released, then I will say more to it. Now just copy what I use if you want to practice on Taiwan server. And the blessing also, extra essence, just get these and then go for this route. This is for DPS tank, the other side is for pure tank. So all the passive of this have to wait until the increase one release. I will show the rotation for it. And this is your AoE. AoE buff for your ally, reduce 10% damage, increase 10% magic power. So it's, I always, before you start the fight, you can drop it on your ally, like healer or range DPS. So when you drop it, when you drop here, and straight away use your front charge to the target, and then use this, get this buff, this increase of precision, this buff, and then draw blade, and then use your damage buff. In 10 seconds of your damage buff, in this in this window, your armor break, this is your armor break. This skill will you can keep using it. When this buff is gone, it costs you 4 of this passive. This costs 4 of this passive. It doesn't cost stone, so it costs the passive. When you use your draw blade, you will increase 1. And when you're out of battle, your passive will regen. This is when you are out of battle. If you want to practice, go fight against the, I forgot what this training dummy is. This training dummy will let you get off battle much faster. So for the rotation is, that before I say about the rotation is your AoE buff, you can jump to cancel it. The other one is your DR, 40% DR. When you cast it, you can jump it. Jump to cancel the animation. So I drop it, jump, charge, and then keep using it. This is the rotation for it. Sometimes I also screw up. Just practice more. Like when you are run out of stone, can use your dia jump to cancel it. This will give you the stone back. That you have to practice. I didn't practice much, so but the rotation roughly I know it. Just remember when you cast this, like this is an animation lock, but you can jump. You can jump to cancel it. Same for this DR, jump to cancel it. So I say the rotation again, like drop this on your range and healer. Use your charge, flying. You can like this, drop it, jump cancel, flying. Use your AoE thought. Use your draw blade. Use the damage buff. Use everything within 10 seconds, like keep spamming this skill. The armor breaking, keep spamming it. Spend until like you have to monitor this buff yourself right here. Monitor it, so when it ends, you still can just use one more hit, because when this buff ends, you still have 10 of this passive, and use 4. Maybe you can use everything and then start the rotation again. Like when your precision buff run out, use this costs mana to cast, this costs stone to cast. When you cast the draw blade, it costs 2 stone and it regen mana, 10 point of your mana. Like this costs mana, this costs stone. And when you use your draw blade, you don't need to hit the target, you will auto regen your 3. In the duration of this, it regen 3. 10, 10, 10. So it regen you 30 mana back. And whenever you use your left, you have a passive stone, this one. When it reaches 10, it will give you a free. When it reaches 10, it will give you 1 free stone back. Oh, this. Oh, for tank is for tank this time they change it. So for tank is when you reach 10 stack, your next normal attack. Your next normal attack will increase your damage. This one, your next time when you hit your next hit is increased damage. So all this I will talk about it when NA release, so that everything is increased. Now it's really hard for me like say what does this mean. Just remember the rotation. So if the first dungeon came out, it's also easy. And for the warrior, how to warrior and warriors, crystal warrior and spirit warrior is the best class to pull enemy, pull mobs, because of their skill. Like this is the AoE top, and this is the pull the target to you, whichever have this top. So Q and then E, they will all draw to you, and it costs 2 stone. As long as you have stone, you can cast it. and this is your single target. For warrior, his single target thought is stronger than other class, so and that's it. So the build you have to follow exactly as this for the rotation and the blessing. This one is grave, and now all we have to wait is for the NA release. And remember that this rollback, this one, there's no DR for tank. The DR buff only for DPS. Tank don't have DR buff. And warrior tank is more of a passive tank. Like this buff, it give you 5% crit resist, increase your damage, reduce 9.34 damage. Like it's like a DR, so that's why he's have a passive DR. So when you hit target, when your block, this block is like a parry, like he will counter back. So when you use this block, when the boss hit you, it will go on cooldown, but you still have the passive. Like you can see again. This is your passive, 25% damage reduce for around like 6 seconds. If your HP, this one I have to wait until the English one came out. If not, I have to translate. Yeah, so just practice more on the rotation. Even me myself, I also screw up because it's been very long I didn't play warrior. Just remember when you drop, jump, charge, like this. Like you have to practice until you are perfect. Like for me, I also lack of practice. So just remember that cast AoE buff, you can jump to cancel. Your 40% DR, you can jump to cancel. Why I use it just now is because when you use your DR, you regen use stone. You can use the stone for draw blade. I will, yeah, so this is roughly this is just a roughly for the DPS rotation or for warrior tank. Just remember all these skills, like what I say. Press this, jump, charge, use this, use the AoE, and then draw blade, use the damage buff, keep using your armor breaking until you use everything, and then the rotation will be whenever your precision buff is going to gone, rebuff it, and then use your draw blade to damage the target to increase your aggro. That's how basically warrior tank is now. I don't think I miss out anything. Yeah. So for the state is your crit resist, you don't really need to put in a lot. I think it's like you can reduce a bit because you have a passive one. But do the passive count inside it? Yeah, this is also a passive. I think the passive, I think this is already count inside. So for your gear, your crit resist don't need that much. Like Spearmaster and Berserker, they need more because they don't have a passive crit resist buff. But we have as warrior. I think Spirit Warrior also have it. So when you build your state, just look at it. So it will also be the same like last time. For Stage 1 bosses, will need 8% crit resist, like 7.8 or 8% crit resist, and then more mastery. For warrior is the more mastery you have, the more DR, like this passive DR will increase, and you also increase your damage. Yeah, now they change it. Your mastery increase your damage for your armor breaking, your draw blade. And then the other one is the other passive. He have a lot of passive thing, like all this I'm not sure what is the English name. He have a lot of passive skill. So when NAEU is out, when you use the skill, you can mouse over it to see. And for tanking, you have a lot of things to monitor. Like you can monitor these. All these you can like copy the name and put into the which one? This one. Extra additional buff. Like I always use it for warrior, because you need to monitor his passive, know when you have the passive so that you don't waste your DR. Just that he and the Crystal Warrior and Spirit Warrior is more of a passive tank. That's why their DR is not a lot, because they have passive, and both of them have the same exact DR, just that with a different icon. Spirit Warrior is this and this one. Crystal Warrior is this and this one. So some of the icon is different than Spirit Warrior, so you have to play along to know warrior which one is warrior skill, and when you play on Spirit Warrior which one is Spirit Warrior skill. And that's it. If I have any question, just comment down below. I try my best to reply you. If I don't reply you, that means I also don't know the answer. So thanks for watching. See you guys. Let's wait for March 3rd for season 2 start. See you guys. Bye.